All right, let's talk about those people who seem to operate on pure instinct. You know the ones. Today, we are diving deep into a really unique personality type from the STIFIn concept called instinger, or just IN for short. And this isn't just about gut feelings. It's a genetic personality type that's driven by what you could almost call a seventh sense.
So, let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you know. That person who just reacts perfectly without a moment's hesitation, like they're on some kind of advanced autopilot. Think about the friend who jumps into action in a crisis before anyone else has even processed what's happening. That's the exact energy we're tapping into today.
So, to really get a handle on the IN type, we've got to start with what makes it so different from every other type in this framework. What exactly is making this personality tick?
So IN stands for instinct, and it's one of the 5 main intelligence machines in the STIFIn concept. But here is the real kicker. Unlike all the others, this one runs on a totally different operating system, pure, unadulterated instinct.
This slide gets right to the heart of it. See, most personality types have a driver, right? It's either introversion or extroversion, and that's what steers how they see the world. While the IN type, it's unique. It doesn't have one. It's like a car without a driver. It just goes. And that's why the reactions are so spontaneous, so right in the moment.
So, you're probably wondering, how does an automatic system like that actually work? I mean, what's going on inside the brain to make that possible? Well, it all boils down to a very special neurological command center. The engine for all this is the midbrain. Now, the source material tells us that this part of the brain is structured differently. It doesn't have those layers that create the introverted or extroverted drivers. Instead, it acts like a central hub, perfectly placed to coordinate, well, everything. And because every single signal zips through this central hub first, the responses are unbelievably fast and holistic. The midbrain isn't just checking in with one part of the brain, it's pulling information from the entire system almost instantly. The result? A powerful reflexive reaction that's faster than thought. And what's wild is that this brain structure actually shows up in their physical traits. IN types are famous for their lightning-fast reflexes. They often have this really versatile, adaptable body type that just lets them fit in and thrive pretty much anywhere, in any job. They're natural survivors. Okay, let's start building a clearer picture of the innate type. What are the characteristics that stick with them for life? And what about the fascinating contradictions that make them who they are? According to the STIFIn concept, there are 10 permanent personality traits that really define the IN type. And these aren't just phases. They tend to be super consistent throughout their entire life.
And here they are. When you look at this list, you really start to see a person taking shape, don't you? This is someone who is a born mediator, balanced, always willing to compromise, forgiving, and just flowing with whatever life throws at them. They're the glue that holds people together.
But oh, it is not that simple. This personality is just full of these amazing contradictions. And this slide really shows you that internal tug of war. They could be incredibly spiritual, but also fiercely temperamental. Their instincts are razor sharp, but they could be hesitant to act. They're generalists who knows a little about everything, but sometimes they struggle to finish what they start. So, if you want to understand what makes them tick, you have to get this. Their unique superpower is what's called the Altruist Quotient, or AQ. And this is so much more than just being a nice person. It's a deep, innate intelligence for sacrifice, a powerful drive to contribute to something bigger than themselves. So what is it that really drives a person like this? With all these different qualities pulling at them, what's their North Star? Well, it all comes down to one simple, powerful mission. This quote from the source material, it just says it all, doesn't it? For the IN type, happiness isn't something they just find. It's something they earn by being useful, by having a meaningful role to play in the world. Honestly, their entire emotional well-being hangs on this idea. If they don't have a role, a purpose, they can feel totally lost and empty. But give them a way to contribute, and wow, they can dedicate themselves to countless causes and find this incredible sense of fulfillment just by serving others. All right, let's connect the dots now. How does all of this translate into their perfect place in the world? We're talking everything from how they learn best to the kinds of careers where they absolutely shine. This, right here, is such a key insight. You know, while so many other types are fighting to be number one, the IN type finds its true power as the ultimate partner, the perfect right-hand person.
They get so much fulfillment from supporting a mission and helping a leader shine, they don't need the spotlight for themselves.
Even the way they learn is totally different. They don't build from the ground up. They have to see the finished puzzle before they can start putting the pieces together. You give them the big picture, the summary first, and then they're ready to fill in all the details. And they do their best work in a calm, supportive environment. So if we're talking about careers, these 4 keywords are basically the perfect map. You're looking for roles where they can combine different things, use their quick reflexes, and are built around service and sacrifice, and where the work can become automatic, like second nature. This opens up a whole world of options, from humanitarian fields to performing arts and so much more.
Which leaves us with one last thing to think about. For a personality so naturally wired to contribute, maybe the most important question isn't just what they can do, but where their powerful inner compass is guiding them to make the biggest difference.